What is popping out? It is your boy Rish. Thank you for tuning into another video, and you already know we are outside. We are outside with the TSXs. We all got the hoods up, acting like we doing something, you know? We gotta look like we're busy. Feel me? The boss is looking. Today we're going to be addressing a lingering problem on the daily. So we did the rack and pinion, doing stuff. There's boxes, not that, it's a Christmas tree. We have this nice cheap power steering pump right here. Got this from eBay for like $67 or something like that. Cheap for the daily, I don't care. And it came with a new pulley, and this one kind of needs one because it's been dented and stuff, and I'm like, all right, so I don't want to buy the pulley separate because all these other power steering pumps that come without one, damn near, I mean, it's the exact same. So we gonna rock it. We gonna see. I don't see it working any less than this one because this one doesn't seem to be like circulating, especially at like low RPMs while we're like not moving really or like revving. Got some power steering fluid, some more. Oh, another big one. Got this line that goes into the rack and pinion that seems to be culprit of some leakage down in there. So yeah, that's gonna be another fun one. It's not the worst, but it's kind of down in there, you know. So you gotta, you know, reaching and shit. I might have to end up lifting the car, but we'll see. What is this? This is a new reservoir because we need a new reservoir. I feel like that's been leaking. A new cap, new O-rings. Yeah, should fix my issues. We'll see. So we got this lovely new reservoir. At this point, it's a mess. Everything's just grimy, greasy. But yep, I'm gonna replace this cap regardless since I bought one. I'm gonna replace it with the OEM one because I seen some things about, oh, this shit popped off or something like that. So I'm just gonna put the OEM one in and call it a day. Right, just a quick little update. That's about it. I mean, there's not much to show y'all in this process just yet. It's just replacing some parts. And this is why I trust the OEM one a little bit more. This is the one that came with it. You see how easy that comes on and off. This is the OEM one. I gotta force that puppy on there. So you see how that is. So yeah. What's going on, y'all? We are back. Left off with basically everything off. I was finally able to get the line separated from the rubber hose, which was kind of a pain because, you know, having some bigger hands and tighter space was kind of hard to figure out and took a bit of effort of strain. So yeah, I was able to get it from like underneath, so I was underneath there above the heat shield and stuff, and one arm around on the passenger side and having to hold one end and force the other off, and I had to take the whole clip off. I had to take the whole clamp off that was holding on onto like the rubber hose over there. But I want to show you guys how to take the hard line out. So you want to kind of like lift it up, pull it out this way, it seems, and kind of lifting it up like this. Thing just pulls out. Is this a problem, child? Is this an issue? It's been leaking from there. You know, I've been having issues. Like, I tightened it down. I thought the rack was leaking, so I replaced that. Still leaking. I made sure things were tight. I retightened it. Still leaking. So I could only assume that this fitting is just like no good. There was like a little hairline crack or something in it. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit and inspect it. But, so yeah, there's that. So this is the OEM part number for the new line that I just removed. I really didn't see anything sticking out too obvious on it, but maybe it being taken on and off a few times did some shit to it, or you have to have it just right sitting on there, and if not, you're gonna leak or something. One of those is what it is. I have a new one. Hopefully this is gonna fix my leaking issue right there. It's what it seems like where it's coming from is that one. Maybe, just maybe a little bit from this other one, but all this shit is tight, so it's just like, that's just frustrating about these AN lines. The sun's coming out, so it's beautiful. Let's get this fucking thing in, and then get the power steering pump in that I got from eBay's, and yeah, put fluid in, the new O-rings, and get this shit cycling. Got that new line going up in there, if you can see, but it's going in there. So I started with putting it into the rack and pinion just so it's free. You know, you do it by hand and hope and pray it's straight. Shut the f up, Blade! Shut up! Ah, the sun. Now the fun part of shoving my hands into here. I had to beat this up a little bit so I could kind of mangle my hand in there without slicing into it. And then in one of these holes, you put your other hand. Clean this up a little bit better than this. I think I gotta get a new Tsx solenoid seal because it's being problematic over here too, with a bit of an oil leak going on. Alright, so everything's practically done. I just have to put fluid in there and start circulating it. I'm gonna do it while it's lifted off the ground right now, and then also put it over there on the street where it's a little bit more flat. Circulate it over there with it jacked up in the front too a little bit, just to make it ease of turning. Or I could leave it on the ground with some cardboard or something underneath the tires and make it easy too. Oh yeah, just adjusted the clutch a little bit over there because I've been having this little bit of chirping, squealing, but it's like every time I let it on and off the throttle kind of when I'm driving, it just doesn't, it's real annoying and you could hear it. So try to adjust the clutch, hopefully that helps a little bit. And finally got the new battery strap, so I'm gonna be putting that on right quick too. So went through the whole bleeding process. I think I got it all. I mean, I went a little bit excessive with it. Usually you don't have to do it as much as I did, but you know, I started off with here, I went down over there, I lifted up a little bit, did it quite a bit of times, put it down on the ground on some boxes, did it that way. Then I lifted it up again, did it some more, so just to make sure, hopefully it's bled, but you can hear. It just has a little bit more of a noise to it, to this pump, given it is a cheaper one, so can't be too, you know, can't have too many complaints about it. It was like 68 bucks or whatever it was, came with a pulley, and seems like the power steering is working better. We went around the block, but I don't think we recorded that. It feels a little bit more responsive and less of a dead zones, and at dead idle, it moves smoother. You know, it actually moved. Before I was just like, and it was just pulsating or barely moving. So I'm just kind of letting it idle and also letting some of the fluids burn off because it's smoking a bit. So yeah. Woo! All right, I mean, that is that with this. It seems to be doing a lot better than it was before. A little noisier, given a cheaper pump, I'd assume. Lower RPMs, it's turning better, it's not resisting. Don't seem to be having any leakage. If there's anything, it's kind of like already there from prior. I'll work down a little bit, but yeah, it's already kind of been there. Been looking at that, let everything kind of burn off. That line behind there doesn't seem to be leaking none. So that's what I like. Same thing with that. Good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna go adjust the clutch on the other car. I was playing with that a little bit. And yeah, I'm just gonna go out for a little bit. Go make some runs we need to do.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off.